She said Mindy. Hey. Is it like Daniela?
What's the last thing you remember?
She goes nuts, so...
Who was?
Yeah.
Know how it goes, okay?
Thank you.
Dark Matter's first scene finds Jason, 2 and Charlie at home. According to what his son tells him, Daniela visited Mindy, who is looking after the Ryan that he snuck into original Ryan's flat. When he gets attacked in the alley behind their house while putting out the trash a few seconds later, he is anything from unfazed by this development. Though it doesn't appear to be original Jason based on the clothes. Not the other Jason from the last episode who showed up in the gun store. In any event, Jason 2 eliminates this other self. He drags the body silently into his garage, where Charlie almost catches him. His son's discovery that he had killed a clone of himself that is exactly like him would be even worse than his near-death experience from the nut allergy. Original Jason packs the knife and bear spray and heads to a hotel room somewhere in the city to try and kill Jason 2. However, he is abruptly stopped when he encounters another Jason coming down the hallway from a hotel room. Original Jason runs into the night, only to find out later that someone else is following him. Following a short pursuit, he manages to lose this Jason and seeks refuge at the village tap, only to find him there already. When Original Jason goes out for a pint with his quantum double, the two men work things out. Every choice Original Jason has taken since his captivity has contributed to Jason 2's branching reality, just as his decision to remain with Daniela did. More Jasons and realities were produced by this process, and those Jason's choices all led to the creation of many more. And so it goes on and so forth, endlessly, with each of these Jasons determined to return to their family in this other Chicago. Many made the right decisions, but other people perished or were lost in the multiverse. They realize that eliminating their common foe isn't actually the solution after realizing they have both devised the exact same scheme to murder Jason 2. Because from this point on, there will be an unlimited number of Jasons entering this universe, all of them thinking they are the actual one. Jason 2 is unaware of the seriousness of what is about to happen to him, despite having a dead clone in the trunk of his car in his garage.
You can't do that.
Jason 2 tries to talk Daniela out of using the murder automobile by acting ham-fisted L1.
My cigar.
She visits the bewildered Ryan, Jimmy Simpson, whom Jason 2 abducted from a parallel dimension, but her misgivings about her spouse are not allayed by this dubious conduct.
Sure.
He finds out that he is taking Charlie to the University of Chicago for a college tour while taking his kid to school, with a corpse in the trunk. A visit that Original Jason had to have planned prior to his abduction. Charlie is instructed by Jason 2 to pick up the automobile and meet him at an off-campus spot. Then he discovers that he is being pursued by himself. This version appears to be thinking about just one thing and has burn scars on his face. Finally, the two find themselves fighting for their lives in a restroom. Jason 2 eliminates his duplicate once more. Jason 2 hides the body and leaves to go see his kid. It's also a positive thing. Charlie, who is young and just has a learner's permit, has been stopped by the authorities. Daniela seizes the chance to go back to his covered storage facility as Jason 2 drives about Chicago with his son and a corpse in the trunk. She also brought bolt cutters this time. She finds his secret hoard of money, equipment, and ampoules inside the unit, along with Ryan's former outfit as an auto mechanic. His name is embroidered on it. Why hadn't Jason 2 thrown these clothing in the trash? Who knows? However, this is only one additional component that Daniela is fervently attempting to assemble. Her mobile phone rings then. The caller is the police, informing her that her spouse is being held. Previously, Original Jason set himself up for arrest in a diner after purposefully burning a cigar to agitate the patrons and staff. However, it was all a ruse to get Daniela to go to the police station so they could have a private conversation there. She tells Original Jason that she is upset with the wrong guy, yet she is upset with him for all the falsehoods. She doesn't trust him when he describes the box, the universe, and Jason 2's plot, as would be expected. However, he's ready for this. Then he instructs her to ask him about a trip they never made over the phone, which is now in Jason 2's control. The way Jason 2 enters the conversation with a false appearance validates what original Jason has been stating. She sets out to collect Charlie, very disturbed and appalled to learn that her kid is presently under the care of her husband's malevolent clone. But not before consenting to later rendezvous with original Jason. Since every Jason clone has the same thought process, original Jason requests that she choose the location and a safe word. Jupiter is the term she decides on. As Daniela gets home, she finds Jason 2 packing quickly. He wants to get out of town because he has 2 dead Jasons and more on the way. She goes to Charlie in private and informs him that they must go even if he encourages her to pack. She connives to get original Jason to assist her in getting a bag from the basement after she sends Charlie outside to the automobile. After that, she shuts the door and shoves him down the stairs.
Nothing.
Just as she and Charlie get inside their car, a fast-moving vehicle that appears to be original Jason pulls up. He motions for them to enter the vehicle, but she swiftly comes to the realization that this isn't even Jason. With only one more quantum recurrence. As they quarrel over her request for him to pull over, another automobile unexpectedly hits them. Daniela and Charlie leave the scene and make their way to the well-known Beam sculpture in downtown Chicago, where they are supposed to meet. Original Jason is waiting for her. He says the safe phrase and gives his youngster a hug. Daniela's concerned expression at the end shows us how none of this is true and how they're going to survive.